Hello and welcome back to 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. I've not got a beer from Belgium. I haven't done so many Belgian beers. This beer's from England. It's from the few beers left I have to do from England. It's been sitting in my crate for a while and it's a little bit chilled now. So it's first brewed in 2001. It is St. Peter's Cream Stout. It's 6.5%. So it's quite strong for an English beer, especially bottled one. And it's in this I love the St. Peter's beer, the bottles, this sort of flask-shaped bottle. It's just brilliant, and it's even got this sort of, the whole design is just so classic and so unique, and it's got this kind of sort of beveling here as well. It's really, really nice. I think it's one of the nicest things about these beers. And I've never had this beer by St. Peter's, but I've had quite a few by them before, and I think they're a pretty solid brewery. I've liked everything I've had from them so far, but not this one. So it says, Fuggles and Challenger hops plus a blend of 4 local barley malts creates an aromatic, strong, dark chocolate cream stout with a satisfying bittersweet aftertaste brewed with skill and patience in one of Britain's finest small breweries. Okay, so it's from St. Peter's in Suffolk in a town or village called Bungay. It's St. Peter's Brewery, St. Peter's Hall, Bungay, Suffolk. There we go. So, let's just crack this open. I've got a nice glass here from the Twyford Beer Festival. This beer it's not that hard to get hold of, to be fair. I looked it online in Beers at Europe. St. Peter's beers aren't exactly rare. You see the other beers quite a lot in supermarkets. I think I've seen them quite a lot in Waitrose. Really like pouring from this flask. I feel like I'm drinking in the 1700s or something. Okay, so put that one aside for a bit. Not bottle conditioned. So, tasting notes, it says think burnt toast and espresso with hints of dark chocolate, an undeniably bitter palate with a surprisingly light mouthfeel, hints of dark fruit and a bittersweet finish. So it just talks about the actual taste, which is interesting. So, in terms of the look, it's jet black, and there's a very light head in it that's as in the size, but the actual colour is quite dark. It's sort of chocolatey coloured. Let's go for the smell. It smells very rich, so very, very chocolatey. It smells lovely, it looks lovely, so let's go for the taste. Cheers. That is lovely. Really, really nice. So it says here, you're talking about sort of cream stout. So a cream stout is one that has a smoother palate and less bitter character than a dry stout. Now, actually, I prefer a cream stout to a dry stout. This cream stout was created by head brewer Mark Slater, who based it on traditional pre-Guinness stout recipe. So it says the brief is to create a beer with lots of character and flavour. And they've certainly done that. It's really, really nice. I need another taste, sort of, think about the flavours. So huge toasty notes, sort of the roasted malt, very chocolatey, a little bit of coffee perhaps, a hint of vanilla. It's just really nice and rich. It leaves a really nice aftertaste of sort of chocolate and coffee. This would be a brilliant beer to have with a dessert. Yeah, St. Peter's have done well there. I mean, I imagine this one isn't sold in supermarkets very often because it's 6.5%. And it probably won't come at the right price point. But this one, I don't know how much I paid for this actually, not too much, I bought it online. Very, very nice. It does taste boozy. It does taste like it could potentially be about 6.5%, but I think it's absolutely worth it for the taste. Doesn't say anything else in here. 3.3 units of alcohol. Well, there you go. So you drink one of these and you're out for the count. You can't drive. Not that you should be driving off the booze anyway. Don't drink and drive, kids. It says in the book that the flask-shaped bottle is a replica of a 1770 antique. I just love the whole package is brilliant. I feel like I'm drinking like an ancient. It's using an ancient recipe, not an ancient, a very old recipe and a very old bottle design. So, excuse me, this is something you could have actually been drinking back in the 1700s. fabulous. Really, really tasty. I could easily drink a couple bottles of these, and it'd be very dangerous to do so because it's 6.5%, but it's very, very drinkable. Really love the aftertaste. It's just got this lovely chocolate aftertaste. Not at all bitter. It's just super nice. It does say that all the beers at St Peter's Brewery in Suffolk are made using locally grown barley and water drawn from the brewery's own well. So that's interesting. And that's actually, the water is unusually soft for the area and absolutely ideal for brewing. And this is one of their 12 year-round bottled beers. It says, St Peter's Cream Stout is one of 12 year-round bottled beers plus a few seasonals, a staggering range for a brewery that is still relatively small. And it is relatively small, it's not a huge brewery, I've never been there before. They've really got their brand up there very, very strong. And I think the glass, the glass bottle really helps in their brand, because it's so unique and people see it and go, oh, that sounds interesting. And also St Peter's, they got this kind of bird logo as well. If I show you, it must be something to do with the St Peter's church or something. I'll show you on the actual bottle cap. You can see that there. It's like a crow with a key in the middle of it. It must be some ancient logo. I can't imagine they've just made that up. But St Peter's, it sounds like it's got some sort of church connection or biblical connection. It may not at all, but I would imagine there's something involved in that. But I'm going to go away and enjoy the rest of this. This is super nice beer. Love to have this again. I'd like to actually go back and try the other St Peter's beers as well, I think. It's the only one from St Peter's in the book. So like, comment, subscribe. Have you had this before? Let me know. See what you think. And I'll see you for another beer review soon.